How's it going, guys? Roland from the Chicago Synth Exchange today. Today I brought one of my really close friends, Mike Borish, who has been experienced in fixing synths for over a decade, and today we're going to be comparing the Prophet 5 Rev 3.0 to the newer Sequential Prophet 5/10 Rev 4. So let's turn these guys on and let's see how close we can get. Thank you guys so much. So we got both of the synths loaded up with the original factory patches. So we're going to play patch from patch, do some comparisons, and then a little bit of improving. I'm probably going to do my favorite patches that I enjoy doing on this guy, on this, and then playing them both simultaneously. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, this one's definitely got like a different filter curve than this one, I think. This one kind of sounds a little bit darker and sits back in the mix, huh?
Yeah, and this one's a little bit brighter for sure. Yeah, it definitely sounds more open to me.
Yeah, they're starting to drift too. Like one of them's not staying in tune, or they're. Off in their own special way. I'm not going to hit the auto tune because it takes too long to go on this one. So let's walk through another patch here.
Yeah.
That's like a clav knockoff.
Yeah.
There's like a slight difference in the envelope curves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can hear that. I think it's like the A. So there's definitely like a.
Well, that's because I set the vintage knob again. That's gonna like make everything a little different. Let's turn it to 4 and let's see.
I think they sound like the 4 vintage is like they're almost exactly the same now. Let's go back and play some other patches. I mean, it's like indistinguishable now. I'm gonna open up some of these guys here.
Please.
Yeah, I mean this one. That's a close call. Yeah, the 4 vintage definitely, you know, I think is the closest emulation to the original. As you know, strange as it sounds.
Yeah. You just repaired this one too, right? So that's probably why it
I mean, I replaced roughly half of the components in it. The other prone to failure.
So here's the thing with me and the 5. I think like 90% of the population that loves these synths are big into Tom York and love the track Everything in Its Right Place, and a lot of stuff off of his solo album Anima, which I know on Kid A, Prophet 5 was heavily used, and I like those sorts of tones. Also, I'm a huge fan of Tycho, who also uses this. And also, I really think this thing does really great Boards of Canada sort of patches too. So on the Rev 3.5. More mellow stuff. So now I'm gonna do it on here because I do this all the time. Smash the envelopes exactly, so we have it at 6, 6. No sustain. Release is gonna be around 7. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. On this mode as well, because you could route the mod wheel to more things than just the LFO. You have an initial amount on the LFO over here, which kind of serves as what the mod wheel does. So it kind of attenuates that. Instead of using this, I could free that up for something else. I got around 2. That sounds about right. Pulse width is going to be set to 6 on both, because that's how I had it initially. What do I have the resonance? Oh yeah, a little more, so at around like 3.
Yeah, there's definitely. I think there's a slight difference in the envelope cutoff curve.
Yeah.
Between the two of them. Not that it's a bad thing either way.
They're
but
just different beasts.
Yeah, exactly.
They're kind of like siblings. This is
so
like
this
baby
one's
brother.
gonna probably cut through the mix a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, sometimes is good. I mean, yeah, it's just a matter of preference, really.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I like them. I like them both. Just curious how
the resonance is like overdriving everything.
Yeah. And you can almost hear the zipper effect in this one.
What causes the zipper effect?
There's only 127 points in the whole cutoff range, and when you jump from one step to another, sometimes it's not linear, and then you can have an issue there, or I mean you're changing values as opposed to just like a smooth transition. So you're changing values from some something like 1.21 volts to 1.35 volts instead of just gradually progressing there. If this had infinite resolution, there wouldn't be any zipper effect. That's just like an artifact of the digital process, Yeah, I mean, they're both interesting and special in their own way. This one has way more features. I mean,
velocity, aftertouch, MIDI. Actually, they just released a software editor for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have. We just compared it to the Rev 3, but there's a Rev 1 and the Rev 2 in the world. Really good luck trying to find a Rev 1 that works, but to compare it to. But
there's only, I think, a couple hundred of them.
And they're almost priceless, I'm imagining.
Well, they're like they're a collector's piece. I mean, there's maintenance associated with them. There's finding a decent tech. There's part sourcing issues you got to worry about with the ones and the twos. It's like a niche community, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Well, the one that has a real niche community, actually probably no community at all, because I think they only made like 8 or 10 of them, someone fact-checked me, is actually the original Prophet 10s, which they made around the same time as the Rev 1, and it was Dave Smith's initial idea when he released the synth to release a 5-voice variant and a 10-voice variant that was supposed to be the flagship. So the original Prophet 10 was actually this concept. Mike, thank you so much for coming in. It's always a pleasure chatting. I feel like I've become smarter every time I talk to you regarding this type of stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to answer most people's questions. I mean, I'm not like perfect. I mean, there's just so many synths out there and so many things to know. You can never know everything, I guess.
No, for sure, but you do know a lot. I always learn so much. And if you guys have anything vintage that you guys need for repair, Mike is the best at it.
Yeah, BorschElectronics.com.
Especially his 106 chips are absolutely phenomenal. He replaced mine and it sounds even better than they did back in 1984.